Hello and welcome to the new academic year and this new recording of the Talk It Like a Man podcast. I'm Josh McFadden. I'm a mature student studying psychology, final year, and I'm here with...
Hello. Welcome back to this new improved edition of the podcast. My name's Christo, also a third year psychology student. Very excited to get back to uni and to doing these on a more regular basis. That being said, what's important today is we have a very special, astonishing guest with us who's going to introduce herself now.
Hi everyone. After this introduction, I'm blushing a bit. My name is Julia. I'm from Poland and I'm Internationalisation and Culture Officer here at Coventry University Student Union. I'm quite new here, even though I've already graduated from International Fashion Business course. I'm a bit of a fresher in Student Union. And I'm really glad that guys invited me here. So thank you for that.
You're very welcome. We are very excited to have you. Finally, we get interesting guests, and it's not just me and Josh waffling on and on about things that we care about. So Josh, what's the general idea of this episode? We're going to talk about mostly.
Yeah, so today it's kind of going to be an introduction to kind of some aspects of the university and of the union, some kind of bits of support for international students. That's why we've invited Julia here today. But I think the first thing to discuss is kind of some of the things around kind of, well, for myself and Hristo, a new academic year going into university and coming to the end of a pandemic, and so kind of some of the things we're excited for and nervous for. And the same with Julia, but in her terms, kind of with the new job, the new role, and the things that she's excited or nervous for. So, Hristo, any thoughts off the top of your head?
Yeah, so as you say, we're like on the verge of finally going back to like living life how we thought we would be like 3 years ago when we signed up for this, which is exciting in its own way. It's it's one of the good thoughts that I have on a daily basis, being able to say, oh, I'm going to go to a seminar today or a lecture, or I'm going to see someone not on a screen. So I'm very much buzzing for that to come back and us finally being able to kind of get normality back, if you can say that. So I think it's not us who should be talking as much in this. So Julia, what's your number one thing that you're excited about for this coming year?
As you mentioned, guys, I would say it's meeting people. It's finally, I spent my whole third year back home learning online. So obviously I'm an extrovert, so seeing people is the most important thing for me. Yeah. And obviously we have first day of Freshers Week, so it's gonna be so exciting. We've prepared so many events, and I'm just running around the hub, you know, like working with everyone. Everyone is wearing our wonderful Kusu t-shirts. It's just exciting because we've been working on that for the past 2 months, planning everything. So it's just wonderful to see people showing up and joining us. I don't know, I was coming from home to Hub today, and I saw, like, on my way, which usually was empty, tons of students, tons of freshers, like people being super excited to finally see each other. So it was just amazing, and it gives me so much joy and energy to see them being excited for that week. So yeah, it's just great. I just can't wait for it.
Okay, use this as a platform to like plug some of the events you've been planning. What are the events that you're involved in that people should go to?
So as I'm Internationalization and Culture Officer, I have to mention this. On 20th of September, it's second week of Welcome Week. We are running International Buddies Cafe. This is an event. It is a launch of our scheme that we're gonna have throughout the whole year, and all international students are welcome. We're gonna have some international snacks, games, prizes to win, we have Ryanair vouchers for those who win. So I really encourage everyone to join us. It's going to be amazing. We are running bandioki today. We will have some amazing bands, and they are really wicked. They know all the songs. So it's going to be super exciting today. We are running officer tours as well, something that I was missing when I came here. I was so lost. I'm horrible with maps. So first 2 months of my first year was literally just going with my phone everywhere. So we are running officers tours so we can show students around, but we are also showing some nice restaurants, places you can, you know, spend your time with friends, etc. So it's gonna be exciting. So go to qsu.org and check out all because there's so many.
Yeah, I was just going to say that because actually I'd been looking. I know that I'm definitely going to the quiz on the 16th, and I love a quiz. I'm always going to be there.
Who doesn't love a quiz?
Yeah, and I've seen that there's kind of games nights and everything. There's such a host of things to do, which actually I was very impressed with because I'm not much of a clubby person. I'm an old man that likes a board game. So I was very happy to see that it was a games night that wasn't just going to be big partying and loud music, where you can kind of have a bit of a sit and a chat and actually get to know people. So I think that that's kind of one of the good things that really helps. But I do completely agree when you said about kind of the vibe in the city suddenly being a bit more energetic and there being more people there. I mean, obviously Coventry's small and I think it's 10% students, and the only people in the city centre really are the students. So I drove through last night about 12 or 1 o'clock and saw more people out and about than I had done in the middle of the day the past 3 weeks. It was good to see. And I know even my nan has said before that like when the students go, it's deserted in the city centre. So that with the pandemic kind of for the past year to suddenly be back to more of a normal thing with people around, I think is brilliant. And it's kind of really exciting.
Yeah, I have to say that as a student myself, I remember my first days here during the freshers when I saw you know, societies fair with all these cheerleaders going around having that American movie vibe. So when I saw freshers starting today, I had this flashback from when I was coming here. So it was great. It is exciting, and I already feel so sorry. It's just 2 weeks and it's over. I could have freshers week all year round because it's just so cool.
Yeah. How difficult was it for you coming over from obviously a different country, a different culture, and having to face those differences head on your own for the first time?
Yeah. Of course, it was difficult. As I said, I'm a very open person, so it wasn't that hard for me to just go out and meet new people. But obviously, as for I guess every international student, I came here alone. Like I didn't know anyone during my first days at uni, so I just came in and I had to just speak to anyone on the street and meet people during events, parties. Just it is all about coming out from your comfort zone, but once you do it, you're just enjoying it. So I would say, if like everyone is asking me what would be your top tip to give to the first year student, especially international student coming here, would be just go out, just join all societies, all parties, all events, whatever it is. If it's game night, as Josh said, we have so many events going on during the day, which are not, nightlife, loud parties. We have so much going on. We have speed friending event, which is on a Friday. So this is an amazing opportunity to meet someone new.
Yeah.
And just don't be shy. Just go there and enjoy it, because it's all about meeting new people from around the world and meeting international friends, which is the best part of it, because Coventry is one of the most international universities, which is so great. So yeah.
Okay, so you mentioned being asked to death, oh, what's your top tip? What's your best advice? What's your best advice for people not to follow? what's the biggest no-no for an international student coming over for the first time? What should they avoid?
Okay, that's interesting one. Wow, I haven't been asked that before.
See, we've flipped the tables here.
Oh my
Unconventional questions only.
I have to think about it now. No, I would say, yeah, don't be shy. Don't, yeah, there are some situations when you might be a bit overwhelmed. Maybe being like, no, this is not for me. I don't like sports. I'm not going to join any sport clubs. Or you're going to be like, no, I don't know anyone there. I shouldn't go there. Just don't think this way. Try to be as much open-minded as possible, even though it's something you have never done before. They didn't probably as well. So, you know, we are all on the same page. So just, you know, try your best to be as much outgoing and open-minded as possible. I know it's easy to say and quite harder to do in real life, but yeah, that's what I would say.
But I think as well with that kind of, I think that's where the union comes in, because there's so much kind of small things that you can get involved with, whether it's societies or the little bits of events. And actually, I think that people often get nervous starting those conversations and having the discussions, but it's the really simple things that get people going and build those friendships. I mean, I think my first comment to Hristo kind of we were in a seminar together first year, and it was a comment about his haircut. That was the only thing that was kind of unrelated to class. Yeah. And I made that comment, and we started chatting, and we get on.
The best thing about that it was an objectively bad haircut, but he still said something about it. So I was happy, because I was feeling self-conscious about it on the day, and when he said, "Oh, it's a nice haircut," and I was like, "Well, it's not, but thank you." So that really got that ball rolling. And yeah, and it's true, just those random things, like the small little details that aren't usually the things that get noticed, are the things that like spark a friendship or let you meet new people, and just
I think
make it that much easier for you.
Yeah, and I think like kind of reaching out, if you want to do things, reaching out to people to ask questions and find support. I think that the thing that I realized the most was essentially that people are all happy to help. People don't mind giving up. The amount of kind of when I was in first year, second years, and third years, I would sit down and talk to, kind of just have a coffee and ask questions, after just randomly emailing them to say, "Oh, could I have 20 minutes of your time?" was ridiculous. And kind of, I know that when I came, because I'd been out of education for a while, I've been working, so I wasn't very good with the whole essay writing and how to do these things. I kind of got a mentor and was supported throughout my entire first year, and actually still message her every once in a while.
Okay, so you did mention speaking to people from second, third year and above. Julia, what's a good way to connect with those people?
Very good question. And so together with our welfare and inclusion team, we are running a program which is called International Buddies, and we have a Vigo app. So this is a program which everyone can join, and it's I guess it's the best solution for first year students who don't really know anyone here and would like to get to know city or meet new people. Vigo app is an amazing place where you can join different kind of groups. You can get your own mentor, which is gonna meet you, as George just said, for a coffee, whatever you want to do with them. They can show you around the city, or it's just a little icebreaker for you to get to know university campus, whatever it is. It is a great opportunity to just get to know someone who's already been there, who's been in your shoes last year or 2 years ago. I guess just students who are afraid or say, oh, second year, they just know what you've been through, what they've been through before. So yeah, join Vigo app and join our International Buddy scheme. So this is again me encouraging our international students, because I know there are plenty of them here, to join us. We're gonna run a lot of activities, a lot of events, So there is something happening all year round. We'll have quizzes, language lessons, and we also planning. This is a very initial stage, but I can split it a bit. We're gonna have a fashion show as well, probably next semester, which is gonna be all around different cultures. So a lot of exciting things coming up. So yeah, make sure you
a
join.
link to that app will be somewhere in a description, a post, or wherever a link can be found. So you will be able to join that app easily after this is posted.
Yeah, everything also will be on our KUSU website
also on the KUSU website.
So question about the is it only for international students? How do people get involved? How frequently will it be happening?
So as I mentioned, the first meeting is going to be our lunch, obviously during the Welcome Week on 20th of September. And from then, all students which are interested, they can scan our QR code or sign on our website. And then join our events. So what we are planning now is we're going to run our meetings every 2-3 weeks. We'll see depending on attendance, but we're really hoping to have it every 2 weeks to keep our students engaged. We will also have an online community. We'll have chats where you can, just connect with other buddies. So we are really hoping to run something every 2 weeks. It's gonna be every 2 weeks. It's gonna be something different. As I mentioned before, quizzes, games, whatever people are up to. Just to give that international spice to it and get to know each other, cultures, languages. So yeah.
Yeah, no, to be fair, it sounds really interesting. Actually, it seems like a really good thing, especially if people are unsure. They can kind of start chatting to people and get a bit out of their comfort zone with the app and discussions. And then when they feel a bit more confident, they'll be able to come along to kind of meet people in person. And it's like a good stepping stone for those that are a bit anxious, and still gives them the support, kind of being in a new city, in a new country. So yeah, it sounds really positive.
One thing which is also amazing about the scheme is that we will be working really closely with ESN Society, so we will get Erasmus students there as well. So again, being even more diverse. And as we all know, Erasmus students, this is going to be another huge advantage. So we can just connect with them as well.
So what you're basically saying is, if you want to meet people from different places, have fun and learn things, you should join that society, that group. Okay. I think people will definitely. I mean, I know I'll listen to your message because I don't see a reason why I wouldn't join, apart from people not wanting me to, but they don't have a say, so it's going to be my decision.
Actually, what I came up with today is that for the next 2 weeks, I'm going to walk around the hub and around the campus with a QR code.
Yes.
For students to join our scheme, because I understand that some of the students, I didn't know about KUSU website at the very beginning as well. I didn't know what's going on in there, so it might be a bit confusing because a lot of is happening during your first days.
Yeah.
So like all the students which are going to be around the campus, and there are going to be plenty of them, they can just scan our QR code, join us, and just enjoy with us. So it's gonna be cool.
Yeah, no, it sounds very good. It sounds like you've got a lot planned, with the podcast exclusive of the fashion shows that will be coming up.
That's what people tune in for.
Hot goss. That's it.
See, we wouldn't know about it if it wasn't for this. Like, just hot goss all around.
Feel free to join us. You are very welcome.
I mean, if you'd seen my full outfit, you would not be thinking fashion, but I can come and be a viewer. That seems like a good plan.
That being said, if you've seen my full outfit, you would think fashion. So okay, yes, we will join you.
All right, guys, I'm gonna chase you now. If you are not joining my
Oh no, trust me, you wouldn't have to. We are annoying enough on our own. We will chase you. It's fine.
And I'm very slow, so it would be pointless. You would catch me like that. It's
Yes. That is true.
But I think that's all for today. If everybody's happy,
Yeah, it's a good place to wrap this up.
Yeah,
Because
we'll
Julia, unlike us, has to do other things because she is busy,
she's
and we will do her the pleasure of letting her go away and never coming back.
No, I was going to say the opposite. I was going to say we'll make sure
The opposite. I love the opposite.
Well, when we are going to let her go, I will allow that.
That is true.
But I think to make sure that we check back in soon to see what goes on with the
progress of her project. Yeah.
And so we can make sure to keep people updated and discussing kind of things that are going on and yeah, different options around the university and within the union.
So that's the pact. We'll attend your fashion show if you agree to come back on this and give us an update.
Oh, I will for sure.
Okay.
One more thing that I can add is that we are working with comms team really, really hard this year. So we know how powerful social media is. Our Instagram is CovUni students. We have our little highlights there as well with all tabs. My highlight is there as well. So all international events, everything going on around it, all updates will be there. So anyone who's interested, just pop there and see what's happening. Our all welcome will be there as well. So whatever's going on, just check that Instagram and you'll see everything.
Okay. Well, Julia, many thanks for joining us today. It's been an absolute pleasure. You've been an amazing guest, a top three guest in the history of the podcast. We are very much looking forward to everything you have planned for your project and just things happening around the university, because we know you'll be involved, we'll be involved, and we really hope students will be involved as well. But until then, thank you all for tuning into this episode of the Talk Like a Man podcast, and we will speak to you very soon. Goodbye.
Thanks very much. Bye.
Bye.